Hi. Hello there. Good evening. It's Diane with Stamping with Diane from Innisfil, Ontario. And I'm here with my new mug and I'm here with tea and cards. So this is my weekly Facebook tea and cards stamping session. I like to come to you every Wednesday evening at 7 and show you a project for the week. Hi, Mary Kay. And hi, Val. I see you've logged in there as well. Nice to see you both. And thank you for typing in the comments so that I know you're present and that I know that I'm coming through loud and clear. So keep me posted on that. So we are in the month of May, which means we are working with the New Horizons stamp set and paper and dies. So week one project, just to remind you, was this gorgeous using the DSP, the Designer Series paper, as my inspiration, and then I carried over the coloring with using the blending brushes. Now I had masked this little oval using a post-it note, and today in my order my Stampin' Up! Masking paper arrived. So in this package it's 12 sheets of 5x7 masking paper. So I'll be able to cut out pieces as large as I need and use them until they are no longer sticky. So I'm anxious to try that. That just came today. Hi, Bonnie. Nice to see you as well. And then last week, card number 2, I had made it in advance using the jade background because my designer paper had a lot of the green in it. I die cut the fence posts, the picket fence, and then I ran that backing through our Tasteful Textures embossing folder, which unfortunately has retired, but I loved the way it gave it that kind of watercolor paper look to it. So then together last week we did this one and I put it on the Fresh Freesia. Again, just looking at each piece of paper and deciding what colors I wanted to pull from that. This would also look stunning, I think, with the Evening Evergreen, that dark shade of green on there. But I added the little bit of a ribbon on it as well. So those were the first 2 projects, and tonight's is a fun fold. So I hope you're excited about this one. It's a very simple fun fold, so don't worry, I'll help you through it. But if you are stamping along with me, you're looking for week number 3, and you should have a white card base and then a few pieces of designer paper in your kit. So that's what you're looking for. And you'll probably want to stamp. I'm using Old Olive, and I'm going to use Sahara Sand. This you could swap out. This is going to be for the seagulls or the birds, so whatever you'd like to use for that. And because of my paper, I'm going to use a little bit of the Misty Moonlight, which has just been retired, but the piece that I'm stamping with tonight has a little bit of that in it, and I thought it would look great. But I have another sample and I used crushed curry. So again, just look at the piece that you're going to highlight and pull one of those colors from there. Okay, so that's what you can get ready. I hope you have received an email from me today with the link to my BOGO sale. So BOGO is a buy one get one sale, and my sale starts Friday at 8 a.m. So today around noon or so, I sent out the link to Google Slides that has all of the products pictured and the prices on it. So these are all retired products, most of them from Stampin' Up. And what you will do is you choose the products that you would like from my retired list, total it up, and send me an email, but I can't receive that email until 8 a.m. on Friday morning. So anytime after that is fine. I will mark your selections as pending, and then when you'll receive an email back from me confirming which items you are successful at ordering. In other words, you were the first one to get that item. And then I'll send you an email saying you're successful with item number blah, 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 totaling whatever the amount is. And then you're obligated then to make an order or send me the items, and I'm happy to order it for you if you're local. And you're obligated then to order some new product for that same or more amount. When you order the new product, I'll switch your pending to sold, and I'll set aside those retired items, which I will then give you for free. So you are buying from the new catalog, and I will gift you the retired products for free. Okay, so that's the buy one, get one. It's a great way to build your stamping supplies, and you get some of the old with the new. So the old doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. It just means that they have retired from the catalogs. A lot of my products this time, I have more than I've ever had, and a lot of them are even unopened or very, very lightly used. So great value for you. So that's happening on Friday. The reason I sent it out today is I want you to have time to go through that list, make your list, understand that somebody may get to a couple of items before you, so have your wish list ready, have your list of items that you would like to purchase from the new catalog, and then get that email to me on Friday morning or text, and I will go through it as quickly as I can and get back to you with your totals, and you can place your orders. So it's nice to have all of that ready to go. As I said, if you are local and you just wanted a few items, then I'm happy to place a group order for us on Friday, but you'll have to come and pick that up from me on Friday. Not on Friday, when it arrives. When the order arrives, you'll have to be able to come and pick it up. All right, also on Friday is a Sweet and Simple class, so I do have a couple more spots if anybody wants to squeeze in there for Friday. We're using the Amazing Thanks dies and the silhouettes, so kind of unique and fun cards on Friday night. June, my tea and cards, is all about the guys. So he's all that. I love these stamps. There's some dies. However, the paper, I think I showed this to you last week. There are 2 sheets of the designer paper, and these are all actually cutouts, okay, like you would receive in one of our kits. So there's no coloring involved. You can just punch these out and put them onto your cards. So there are 2 full sheets like this, and then the rest are our patterned paper, 12 by 12 patterned paper, and that's what we'll be using for the month of June. So if that's something you'd like to do, go to my Linktree / Stamping with Diane, and find June tea and cards, and you can register there and have those things that you'll need by then. Tomorrow night I'm going to open a Zoom room from 7 to 9. Anybody who wants to just craft along with me, I'm going to be finishing up some paper pumpkin kits, and my kit just arrived. This is this month's kit that features the in colors. That's the Tahitian Tide. This is the Orchid Oasis. This one is Sweet Sorbet. I love the gold trim on these, and these are super simple cards, but they are layered. So there's some 3-dimensional there. Very, very elegant, yet very easy to make up this kit. Here's the Parakeet Party. Hang on, Parakeet Party. I had to look at my ink pad. And this one is Starry Sky. Love, love, love. So beautiful gold trim on these. These were already die cut for us. Very simple to put together, and this particular paper pumpkin kit makes 10 cards, and then it also came with little pockets that you would they're already scored for you. Just fold them back, and you've got a little pocket you can put inside, which would hold a gift card, okay, or a special note, or your own coupon book, or whatever you like from there. So I will be creating some of my paper pumpkin kits tomorrow night on my Zoom. All right, tonight's card is going to look something like this. Okay, so I'm ready to flip the camera around here. Hopefully you have what you need, and just give me a second here. I hope I don't make you dizzy or lose our connection as we go. So I have our host code open here. for the month of May. I also have the link tree. So anything you want to register for, you don't need to register for the BOGO sale, but everything else, all my monthly classes are here on Linktree. All right, let's get started with our card base. And our card base is going to be, it's a regular half sheet of cardstock. So it is 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to turn it and score it halfway. So I'm scoring it at the 4 1/4. Keeping in mind you want to use the light gray as your scoring blade. And then I'm going to slide over and score again at the 2 1/8. So 2 1/8 is of course half of the 4 1/4. Ah! Just used the wrong blade. Look at that. Do not do what I just did. So here I go. I will just, yeah, just when you don't want that to happen. Okay, 8.5, 8.5, here we go. Let me just cut another one. All right, so I'm taking a piece of cardstock and I'm cutting it at 5.5 by 8.5. Now let's try this again. See, I always score at the other end of my cutter. I always score at the bottom, so that's why I'm confused. Okay, 4 1/4, there we go, and 2 1/8. All right, if you did what I did, then hopefully you also have some paper behind you that you can grab. All right, the double scoring is the front piece, okay? So I'm just going to put it in here and fold it in half. Crease it with my bone folder. So this is the normal fold that you would usually do at your halfway mark. And now I'm going to take this piece and bring it back on itself and score again. There we go, and score that. All right, so this is called a Z fold card because here we go. We're just like this. Glad you're not the only one. Yes, Karen, yes, for sure. But to do it on a live video, right? That's just Murphy's Law. Anyway, now I have all kinds of white cardstock I can use for another project. All right, while I still have my scoring tool out here, you have a piece of old olive. And it's 6.5 by 3 1/4. We are going to score this as well. So I'm going to score it at 2 1/4, 2 1/4. And I'm going to slide it along a little farther and score it at 4 3/8. 4 3/8 if you need to score this along with me. 4 3/8 is right here. 3/8 is the halfway point in between, and this we are also going to make into a Z fold. So I'm going to fold it back and fold it forward. So again, I've got a Z fold here. Okay, there we go. That's all I need my cutter for because everything else I have pre-cut for you. Now, the page I have, this is the designer paper. And I took one of the 6 by 6 and I made a piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. So it's 1/4 of an inch smaller all the way around. And then I took the other piece and made it 2 by the same height, 5 1/4. So I think I'm going to go ahead and adhere these. So it's going to open up like this. Okay, so your paper might look different than mine, and that's okay. All right, so this is the pattern that I have here. As you know, with our designer paper, when it comes in the 6 by 6 sheets, sometimes there's just a few sheets of each of the same patterns. So that's why not everybody who's participating this time, you might not all have the exact same pattern, and that's okay. They all turn out slightly differently. So there I've left a border of about 1/4 of an inch all the way around. And now I'm going to do the same thing on this front panel, okay? And I want the same size border. So what I'm going to do is put my adhesive on the designer paper. I'm going to close the card so I can see that I'm lining this up. What I'm trying to do is line up so I have the same amount here and the same amount at the bottom. I'm not too worried about the middle piece here, but I want the same amount on this edge as well. So I can come right to the crease. That looks good there. And now this is matching up down here. Okay, so then it kind of has the illusion, but usually your card is going to sit open a little bit so it looks like it's one continuous panel. All right, I'm going to set that to the side. So that is one of the Z folds, and the card we're making is actually called a double Z fold. So now we're going to decorate this piece. Now, when I'm looking at this, I might have preferred to use maybe the evening evergreen. There is some old olive in here, but this is where you look at the page and decide what color do you want to pull out of this. So the evening evergreen would look lovely. The old olive is going to work. I could use the softer color here, but let's go with the old olive. And then I've also given you a piece of old olive designer paper, double-sided of course. So you decide which way you want it up. Do you want the polka dots up or the stripes up? I'm thinking I'm gonna go, well, I'll do the, oh, I can't decide. Polka dots or stripes? Vote for me, friends. Polka dots or stripes. Then I'm going to put the smaller, you've got two whites. One is slightly wider than the other. That's on purpose. The wider one set to the side. The narrower one is the one we're going to adhere on this back page, okay? It's all going to make sense to you in a moment. So this is coming on the back of my Z fold. Again, let's find that little bit of a border all the way around it. And I need to decorate this. Okay, stripes, I see. Val's got stripes. Okay, we'll put the stripes up. So that means I'm going to hide my polka dots. Thanks, Val. And I'm going to put that on the inside. Again, just leaving that same little border. So if you're concerned about the measurements here, this insert is 3 1/4 by 6 1/2. And then we've scored it basically in thirds. And then all you want to do is cut your panels at that 1/4 of an inch smaller, okay? Now this is the one we're going to decorate for the front of our card, okay? So this is going to sit, I'll show you how it's going to work. It's going to sit like this. So this is what we're going to see as the focal point on the front of the card. So that's the one I want to decorate right now. So let's pull out the On the Horizon stamp set. So this is pretty plain right now. So I think I'd like to add some of these, the greenery, the grass kind of at the bottom. I think we used this one last week as well. Taking this out, this is a rubber backed stamp. So I don't need to worry about using any kind of matte underneath it. I'm using my old olive because that's the color I want to highlight. It's the color it's going to go on top of. And I'm just going to come across the bottom here with some grass. There we go. And then across the top, I would like to put a few birds, but you know what? Let's put our words. I'm going to put relax and enjoy your day. So pulling out relax and enjoy your day. And this is what I want to pop on the front. So I can use, again, pull any of the colors out of here. Oh, okay. I'm looking and there's There is some blue, but a lot of that blue is going to get hidden. You know what, I think I'm going to change my mind on that. I'm going to stick with my original choice. My original choice was some crushed curry as the pop of color. So I'm going to use that. Again, that anything will do. So I'm going to use the Relax and Enjoy Your Day. And I'm going to put that here. This is where I sometimes use my grid paper in behind to just make sure I'm kind of centered and straight. There we go. Relax and enjoy your day. Cleaning that off with my little chamois. It's kind of squeaky back here. That's the chamois sound. And then let's put a few of our flying birds across the top. So this is where any color, whatever you would like to use, I'm going to use Sahara sand for this. I think that'll be a nice soft look. Remember to make sure your birds are flying in the right direction. There's the way we go. And I'm gonna have some coming just like this off to the side. Yeah, I like that. And then I could add a couple more. Put a few more in here. There we go. So there's our birds. Relax and enjoy your day. And all we need to do now, this is not a difficult card, even though it looks like it is a fancy fold. It's called a double Z fold because we've done the Z fold on the outside with our main part. Then we've made a small Z fold in the green. Again, choose whatever color you like to highlight there. And I'm going to put that inside. This would be a fun class to do, fancy fold class. Let me know if that would interest you. I would like to get experiment a bit more with some fancy folds. The other thing that would be really fun to do is use this as a home party, okay? Using any of my tea and cards or any of my Sweet and Simples as a home party. Kits also make great home parties. They can be done virtually or in person. Okay, now this is the only trick about this card, all right, is your placement. So you've noticed I've closed my main part of my card and I'm closing the Z fold. And here's where you can decide, do you want just a little bit of it showing? Do you want it right centered? We probably want it equal up and down here. Okay, so this is where you want to place this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to cover the whole back of my extra Z here with my adhesive. So this is now the sticky part, knowing this is going to stick. So now I'm placing it from the front, closing it up. I haven't let it touch yet. Close my card down and know it's going to stick. So make sure it's nice and straight. And now I'm pressing. So now the back is stuck. Okay, so to place the front, be careful. Do not cover all of this with glue. What I'm going to do is run a little piece of adhesive because I can see how far right here on the edge. And then I'm also going to run an adhesive on the outside edge. Okay, so I've put it on the closest edge and I've put it on the outside edge. Okay, you like it centered. Perfect. Now all I need to do is close this over. And now I've got the adhesive here and the adhesive here. That's sticking. And now it's going to open perfectly. Fun, right? So here's the spot you can write your message. Of course, you can carry on your message down below. And if you want, we could add a little bit of bling to this. I kind of like this one. These are the brushed metallic adhesive dots. And they do have this brushed look to them. I'm going to use this color here. I don't even know what to call it. I guess it's the bronze. And I'm just going to pick up a few of these, and let's put less is more with these. They do have a nice pop of color. Oh, I like that. And I'm going to put the third one right in here. There you go. So that is a double Z card, double Z fold. I'm holding it this way so you can see from the top how that works. And really, except for the cutting, it's very, very simple. So I love this designer paper for this because it really shows off the pattern. Now I'll show you this other sample that I had made. This time I used the back side of some of the New Horizons, and on the inside I used the front side, and it had a lot of color in it. All right, so that's why I chose the green, and this was the polka dot side I used. And so here I pulled out the crushed curry from these flowers. All right, so very similar, and that's the double Z fold. Okay, so there's one more week, and it is also, I won't say a fun fold, but it is a little bit fancy. It's got a window sheet in it for next week. So I hope you'll join me for week number 4 next Wednesday night. And it will have, an adhesive, not an adhesive sheet, an acetate window sheet we're going to put in our card next week using, again, this gorgeous designer series paper. It is still available. The New Horizons stamp set is available, and maybe it's going to go on your wish list for our BOGO sale. So no order is too big or too small. I've had so much fun. I have to tell you, I've had so much fun today in my studio going through and making 10 mystery bags. I think they're pretty packed full of product for only $5. And I've made some designer series paper sampler sets and put those in as well. So there's something for everybody. I've got lots of stamps. Everything is piled in boxes here at the floor, and I can't wait to share and let others have some of these retired products. So let's talk about a kit party or a home party sometime soon. I can do it virtually. I can set you up, so I don't even need to come if you don't want me there. But I would love to join in. This is still the perfect month to join our team of Stamping Up, because you're going to get all the colors, all of our new in colors, cardstock, ink, grid paper, and designer series paper, the patterned paper in those colors for free on top of the product that you're already including in your starter kit. All right, my friends, thanks for joining in. I will see you on Friday, I hope, for the BOGO sale. If you did not receive the link, message me below or text me, and I'll make sure you get that link for Friday. Okay, have a great week. Oh, I was going to tell you, I went camping last weekend. So great. I haven't camped this early in the season ever. My wrist, my physiotherapist, deserves a medal. I was able to bike. I was able to kayak. Had to modify my grip a little bit. And tonight I pulled out my knitting, and I've been able to knit. Of course, stamping was also my priority. So the only thing left on my wish list that I haven't been able to try is golf. So fingers crossed that everything continues to heal well, and enjoy. This is the long weekend, my friends. Enjoy, put your feet up, do some gardening, whatever brings you joy. Take care. Bye for now.